So as the ball is right here, the person you're guarding is right here, but the ball is here. So just because you are next to the person who you're guarding, that doesn't mean anything when that person is way over here. That means they're very far from the basket, which means they can't do anything out there. So you need to always be below the ball. So don't worry about standing and guarding him. Right now, you're just standing and you can't even see him. Your back should always face the basket. And by now, you should be standing about right here to be able to support the drive. And then after that, once he has the ball, if he passes it back to him, you can easily get to him. You always want to be standing here and help, because if you're here, if he drives this way and beat him, you can now stop him. And then after that, when he turns and passes to the guy you're guarding, you can easily get to him. And from here, he can't score. So you always got to help your teammates and be in help defense. So you always want to get below the basketball. All right, B, this pickup, you can't do this pickup this far away from the basket. This type of pickup right here can only be done when you are about in this area in the paint, to where now you can take 1-2 steps and finish at the rim or finish with a floater. Here, you're picking it up at the 3-point line. So here you're basically negating any option to score and shoot the ball, because you can't pick up like that into a jump shot. You can only pick up like that to go finish with a layup or a floater. So don't pick up so soon. Then immediately right after that, you set a really good screen here. You turn right out of it. Your left hand's up for B to pass directly to you. So good job with that. And then you catch the ball. And here, help just comes. And you don't have really good passing angles. So right now, you just kind of have to go up and finish. And you just kind of go up and jump and you take the hit and you get the foul. So good job with that. And you get to the free throw line and get some free throws. Okay, B, being one pass away, you got to be shot ready. So that means your hands need to be out for the ball, ready, so that way B can make a pass to you. The person who's kind of in your area in this zone to guard you right now is this guy. He's away from you. So if he passes to you right now, you can stampede, catch, dribble, and shoot right away. So have those hands ready for the basketball. Then you end up making a good cut here. You are a really good cutter, so it's good to see that. Plus, that hand is up for a target. Excellent job. And you slither around this guy and you get yourself a layup at the rim. Way to cut off the basketball, way to find a shot by moving without the ball. Okay, B, now you're guarding this actual big guy down here. He's really tall, he's really big, but you got to battle. You're just standing. He's posting up. You need to be trying to push him off, try to move him up the paint. Granted, you might not be able to move him, but you need to battle him, because standing here does not do you any justice. Because right now, standing just like this, he can just get low and he can just turn right into you and just basically move you down there really, really quickly, because you're standing straight up. You got to get low and you have to be in a stance and you got to battle. Josh, same thing for you defensively right here. So the ball is now here. You need to get below the ball handler. So you should be standing about right here in this area. That way, if he drives, you can come meet him. Remember, this far out, he's far away from the basket. He cannot score from here. So we don't care if you are standing right here and you give up this pass. Remember, we don't mind the players catching the ball, especially far out from the basket. We care about being in the right spot to where if he drives this way and pretty much beats Bryce, you can now step up and guard him and stop him. And then after that, get back out to the pass to him. So that's where you want to be. You're engaged, which is good. You're focused, you're seeing him, and you are moving while he is moving, but you should be lower underneath the ball. Great job here for you, B. Way to be hands and shot ready right after Mateo gets the ball. You're ready for the ball. You're shot ready. Excellent job, small detail, and that's a big deal. Josh, your ability to make the simple play is really good. So nobody's really committing to you. Both these guys start shifting over to Bryce. So when they do that, and he's standing here for stampede, which looks great. So when they do that, you're like, nobody's in front of you. So now you start driving, and then after that, he starts to come over, and then now he has to come over. You draw both of them, you can turn directly and pass to Mateo, because these two are the nearest to get to Mateo. Also, B, you can't stand right here, because if you stand there, Josh can't find you. You want to come up just a little bit, about right there. So that way you become an option, as well as Mateo becomes an option. And Josh, great job of making a great decision. Mateo gets himself a wide open look. Way to see that. Good rebound in there, B. Way to crash the boards. And then Josh, I like how you just relocate right after this play. Mateo hits you and you're ready, locked and loaded to shoot. Good job. Way to knock it down. Now, a small detail here, which is a big deal. And we talked about this last time working out, that we got to be focused and locked in. So Josh just scores. And B, you're right here. The ball goes in. I want to see how you guys react to going from offense to defense. Josh immediately starts to go to his person to start guarding, while you're still kind of wandering back, walking, not knowing who to guard, standing up. So we need to snap into our defense a lot faster. This is a really good executed break right here. Josh, you get there for the outlet, and B, you just start taking off down the court. Josh, you make a great early up pass. Yes, you missed this layup, B, but this is how we should be executing it. Way to run the floor. Josh, good pass, and way to get him a quality attempt at the rim. Josh, once again, per usual with the play, option 5, way to be shot ready. Way to knock down the shot. Kudos to you. Great job. Josh, really good job here. Way to snap back in on defense to start to get down the court, because we recognize here that Jackson is on the ball, kind of, not really, but he should be there. And then Bryce is on this pass, and he's on him. So you get down the court, and right now you have 2, because we still got Ari and Jackson not really knowing who they're guarding. So I guess Jackson is staying here, but Jackson should be ahead of the ball, like I said earlier. Mateo is right here on this pass. B is right here after he just passed the ball, and Ari's pointing there. But then if that's the case, Ari needs to be sprinting over here. But they're both kind of jogging and not really knowing who to get. So right now, Josh has 2. He has somebody that's standing over here, and then he has this guy, and this guy starts to dart off. So Josh starts to go this way because he basically anticipates the pass coming that way. So Josh has to leave his man, and then now Jackson gets matched up with him, who was Josh's man before. And then obviously Ari gets matched up with the big. Josh, way to anticipate this steal. But in transition defense, we got to get back and communicate and find a man right away. So Josh, you lose focus right here. So the person you're guarding is right here. Your first goal is to get ahead of the ball while also still seeing your man. So you should be running around this area a little bit behind Bryce, because you still got to be a pass away from him. Then you're not running as hard. So the ball continues to move up the court, and you're still not getting back. Now you have completely lost him. Now he's way over here. And then you just run to the ball. Jackson's in front of him. He doesn't need help. Swings the ball. Now he gets a wide open look. So that's a defensive breakdown there. You got to stay focused. You got to stay conditioned to get down the court and make sure that you still run the floor, get ahead of the ball, and be within a solid distance between your man and the ball in the gap. All right, same thing I just said to B earlier about battling. You got to meet this big here and battle with him, Josh. And you don't battle. You're just standing straight up, and then you try to reach on the high side. He turns and just scores so easily. Now, should he probably score on you and B? Yeah, he's really big. But you guys got to fight and battle and push him up. Nice drive right here for you, Josh. You were coming downhill, bringing the ball up the court, get to the rim. Way to be aggressive and get between defenders and get a solid layup attempt. Josh, this is good defense by you right here. You're one pass away and you're in the gap and you're guarding that person. Way to stay locked in and moving while he's moving, and kind of staying in that gap and moving with him. And now you come right back up. You get up here for the pass. You're kind of a little bit high right now, but you get your hand on this pass, almost steal it. Then he gets the ball, and you play really good positional defense, cutting him off with your chest, walling up, hands are high. They turn it over. Good job. Here's what I see, Josh. I see right now, Terry's heading down the floor, B's heading down the floor, you're heading down the floor, and there's one person that's here to guard both you and Bryce, because the other person is in front of Terry. So these two other bigs are still trailing. If you really put on the Jets and you drive really fast, you probably get parallel with these bigs who are still on your side and not in front of you. Then we got numbers. These two bigs are still alongside of you or behind you. So right now you just have this guy. You can keep attacking this way and then coming right down here. And then these guys are still trailing behind you. And then you still got Jackson and King coming up the court. You pass early, but look, this guy's right here waiting on Terry. So nobody really stopped you. This earlier pass, I mean, it's still not a bad pass, but you could have been coming down and getting here and finishing with a layup. And if not, drawing these guys and then kicking out to Jackson or Bryson or King for a shot or hopefully a layup. So you got to make sure to understand, like, the earlier pass is good, but now he's covered one-on-one, and that didn't lead to you guys getting a quality look. Josh, I want to commend you on communication here. This is a big deal. So now you're coming down the court, and right now Terry's not guarding nobody, right? So Jackson's matched up right here. guarding this big right here. And then we got king on the ball, and then you're kind of here with number 8. These are the players that we can see right now. And so what's happening is Terry isn't guarding anybody, and you see that. And he's still lost because Bryce is matched up here. So you start pointing and telling Terry that you need to guard here. I'm already guarding here, or just switch it, because basically you have 2 right now. So what you're doing is telling him to go over there, which actually makes sense to tell Terry to come over here. And now you come out and then you close out on this guy. So good job to be aware that you had 2 and that Terry wasn't guarding anybody, and way to communicate that to get him better matched up. Josh, really good vision here again. You lose the ball a little bit, don't get the greatest pass, and you got 3 defenders on you right now. These 3 are matched up against you. And you make the pass and find King, who's wide open, and gets a shot. So good job there. Good shot attempt right here, Josh. You're wide open. Terry comes down in the middle. It's a deep 3. This is a college 3. But you get good lift on it. Good shot. Remember, Josh, I've told you a lot. You can't attack the zone straight down the middle to go in the paint to go attack. It's one thing to get him off balance and to keep him out here perimeter-wise, and then basically pull up for a shot, a mid-range, or attack him right here, a mid-range, so that way you cannot get people to converge on you. But when you're driving right into where everybody is. And that's usually going to turn into a turnover or a terrible shot. Now we get another steal here. Only thing I want to say to you is use your left hand. So now you get this ball. This is a left hand layup. We don't want to shoot 2-hand shots no more. We want to develop how to properly shoot layups. So make sure you don't do a 2-hand shot, but a left hand layup. Left hand layup. Be fundamental. Okay, B, I want to talk to you with being prepared off the ball. Right now, your hand should be ready, and you should be calling from the ball to Josh. And Josh, you should immediately swing this ball to B. Josh, you start driving and you attack the gap, and you draw 3 defenders inside. So right now you kick it out and you hit B here. B, you should not drive back to the right, because when you drive back to the right, you have this person standing in the middle plus the guy right here guarding Josh. But if you attack this off balance closeout and you go left, then you have the drive to get around him and then even past the RA to get a layup. So you go the wrong way. So now you drive into traffic going right. And now you're trying to split 3 people instead of going this way, and you have nobody to split, and you can just pull up and shoot or pass the RA for the layup. So make sure that we choose the right direction to go to based on the balance of the floor. And also right after that, coach took you out of the game. And so your leash, which means how much coach plays you versus somebody like Josh, is a little different. So he'll let Josh make some more mistakes where you can't make as many mistakes. You can make mistakes, but you got to be more mindful of your mistakes. If you actually rip this way and then shoot over here, you're probably still in the game. But coach decided to take you out because you went that way. So now you got to think about, now you're off the floor because you did not make a really good decision. Now, I will tell you this, that is unfair from times. It may seem that way, but some players get to make more mistakes. For example, Luka can play 40 minutes a night, and he could have 8 turnovers and 13 turnovers and still have the same minutes, and he won't be penalized with his playing time because they look at him as this great, amazing player. Where someone else who's a role player who ends up having 8 turnovers and they don't have the ball a lot, they're not going to be able to play their minutes at all, and they won't even have enough time to make 8 turnovers because they don't have that actual leash to do so. So I just want you to understand that this is really a really good learning tool, so to make you focus on making the right plays, making the right reads, taking the right shots to make sure that you have a better chance of staying in the game and staying locked in. Josh, right here, we got to talk about decision making. So King gets this steal, throws the ball to you, you're wide open, right? You catch the ball here. If you're not on balance and ready to go, you don't have to make the play that way. Just back dribble and pull it out and get into space. If you don't have something good to do, you try to step through and then you throw the ball away when you didn't have to do that. You had all this space back here. So if right here, if you catch it and you're not open to make a play, bring it back out. You can swing the ball to Bryce, or just always bring it back out high and reset instead of forcing something that you're not even ready to do. Josh, you do a really good job of this. Sometimes a lot of guys just aren't ready to guard. Like nobody's really knowing who they're guarding. They're just standing around. So now they're not ready to guard. Their coach hasn't taught them that. Now you're wide open and you just step into a 3. You do a good job of recognizing when people aren't guarding, taking the ball sideline out of bounds to be able to catch and get yourself a quick shot. Great job to recognize that. Right here, B, this is for you to see with King. So King's a left-hander. We all know that, and he likes to shoot with his left hand. He goes down the middle. He technically uses left or right a little bit. but he gets more to the right side and he shoots himself a right hand floater. This is really good. He ends up making it. If King would have missed it, I wouldn't have even cared because he's working on developing that hand. You could miss a million layups at 8, 9, 10 years old. Who cares? Nobody's there to say, oh my God, he doesn't make layups. This is how you're going to learn how to make layups at a better rate. So to see him take the right hand layup, that is to be applauded, whether he missed it or not, because he was not afraid to fail and he was not afraid to develop. So those are the things I want you to think of. Left side of the basket, left hand layup. Right side of the basket, right hand layup. And stop shooting layups. Stop making a jump shot layup. You shoot a layup with just the left hand only or a layup with just the right hand only, not with two hands. Good defense right here where you guys get this trap. Josh, you get the loose ball and get it to Bryce. Once again, this is for you to see again, B. Now, he could easily shoot it with two hands with his left hand and easily like shoot it and probably make this layup. But he's on the right side of the basket and he uses his right hand and he misses it, but he goes right-handed. This is very big and important. Do not care that literally he missed it at all. We care the fact that he actually took that shot with the right hand. So don't forget that. Use your offhand when you're on the side of the offhand, no matter what the outcome is. So right now, Josh, Coach TJ's calling breaker. So you want to call breaker, and it's for whoever it's called for. You don't have to rush the pass. You still got all this time to dribble around. And even then, if the person's not there, this person is in your body, just blow past them. Like sometimes coach will call a play and you may have it called, but if it is not set up, don't force it. Right now, you were trying to make this pass to Teo and he's right here next to him. So this is an easy steal. So either one, dribble, get here, back dribble, pull it back out, and then allow everybody to get set up. And then if Mateo needs to pretty much create a lead, he can. Or just play basketball. Just go beat this guy down the lane because you actually have the gap. And even then, once you keep driving down the lane, then he probably has to come over to help. And then when he does, you kick it out to Mateo. And we still kind of got breaker. He swings it to whoever that is in the corner. Bryson for the three. He still gets the shot. So don't be robotic in it because right now you throw it away when it wasn't ideal to make the play. If they're not set up and ready for the play, don't throw the basketball. You just play basketball. Nice play, but way to use your left hand. Way to like not have everything on balance and see both guys are right here on your side. And then you just stop. And then good footwork, step through, jump off two, left hand floater. Excellent job. Way to use the offhand.